And we're live. So we're not here for the open, primarily because of our job. So we missed the opening trades, but we may actually get in at better prices here. So over to NQ.
Order filled.
ES.
Order filled.
This is very odd because I've got an ATM strategy, but where are my exit orders? $6.26.
Order submitted.
$77.
Order submitted.
$51.25.
Order submitted.
$85.25.
Order submitted.
It's not the greatest market in terms of the structure here. Looks pretty choppy. Similar on ES, but the earlier trade off the open, in this pullback it didn't get stopped out, so decided to take that trade. So it is a primary setup, but again, ideally if I was in it at the time of the open and we chopped around as much, probably wouldn't be that confident, but we struggled to head lower, so it's hoping here that can see this move to the upside. I believe my target is through the higher day. It's not even above pre-market highs. Pre-market highs on ES is sitting up at 83, targeting the 77 here. Let's see what the pre-market highs are on. Let's see. pre-market highs on NQ. You can see that's quite a bit above actually. So got pre-market highs all the way up at 82. We're targeting 26. There is a risk of this 5-minute 200 being a bit of a resistance here. There is that risk, but I decided to take the trade off the primary setup that I was able to get in. As the market pulled back here or so. Highs a day all the way up here. Not quite targeting it, but we'll see. We will see. Well, we do have a level here. This high. If you look at the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Interesting. Let's look at this daily chart on NQ. So we do have this high before we sold off. Up at 16. Targets all the way up at 26. No, that's not correct. I'm targeting at 726. I'm targeting 626. It's not really that far away. Yeah, so there is still some room. Time will tell though. Time will tell. That's what I don't like about not having my standard ATMs. Got about 3, 53, 79. So about 79 points if we get to target here on NQ. On ES we're looking at target 64, 77, that's 13. Looking about 30 there, so 79 plus 30. Who knows, after commissions fees we may have 108. May have 108, but still a long way to go. A long way to go. Market could still turn around. So we do have to be aware of that. Anything can still happen. Absolutely anything. I haven't had a look at the daily range on NQ. NQ is what I use to judge the volatility of the market. Daily range on NQ is 235 points. 235 points. Standard range, 20%. 20%. So we get about 50 points. If we get about 50 points, that's a very good day. So I'm caught in two minds here. Do allow the trade to work itself out to a possible potential 108 points? Or do we take 20% of the daily range? Target around 47 points here. Well, we'll stick with the system for now. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, this market could come into these highs. We're into a difficult area right now. On NQ. Got this most recent swing high here. It's recent 5-minute. This could actually turn the market around. But we'll see. Thing is, our target is all the way above this swing, just below this one, above this one as well. Thing is, the other instruments aren't looking interesting at the moment, despite the fact that gold has gone up. Seems to be chopping around. Gold has been a little bit difficult for me during the US session. Seems like the best moves are taking place before the US Open. After that, he just chops around. So during Europe, seem to have some really good moves there on gold. YM was a bit of a laggard yesterday. Still seems to be the case again today. Not quite setting up. And RTY, again, not quite setting up. So NQ and ES it is for now. NQ and ES. You can see there we're up at 32. So another 16 or so points. Then I have a decision to make. Do I take 20% of the current day's range and walk away 47 points? Or do I stick with the plan and try to pick up 108, I believe? Well, we got a previous day high sitting at around 602 on NQ. Got previous day high sitting at 71.75. That was such a good level yesterday. At 71.75. Already rejected from it today. Because we rejected from that 71.75. Took us all the way out to 51.75. So we got 20 points off that rejection. Makes you think. Are we bold? Do I try to outsmart the market, take profit at previous day high, which acted as resistance? Try to get back in lower for it to go higher. Got a decision to make here. Essentially at 72, about 5 points from. Wonder where my total P&L will be at the time. I wonder. Let's see where NQ would be. NQ would be up to 91. That wouldn't be too bad actually. Try to get back in on a pullback down to 70. Look how quickly we've just given back all our profits there. Most of our profits. Where did I draw that box? Was it on this chart? No, it was definitely on this one. No way. Look how quickly that's just giving back those profits. From all the way up at 72, we're down to the 50s. It's at this 5 minute here. Oh, I drew it on the ES chart. Look how quickly that's giving back all the profits. 40 seemed inevitable. It wasn't the case. Coming to this 5 minute here, seeing selling. Now, if this is a ranging market, we may have prices come all the way down here. I'm actually betting that we're going to have continuation to the upside. That's what my bet is. Hmm. 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 108. 4. That's 4. That's 4. So the level here is on ES is around about at 65.50. Okay. That's a further 10. According to mines here, I'm thinking of taking profit at the 75, 71, 75, putting a pending order at 55, 65, 50. And if I do take profit at the 71, 75, I'll be using ES as the leader. I'll be closing NQ because I don't think NQ is going to get all the way up to that 602 by the time we get up to 71, 75 on ES. I just don't think we will. We're up at 69 now. NQ needed to be a lot stronger. NQ probably needed to be well into the 80s for that move. So we saw the dip here got bought. Definitely looks like we want to push higher. But are we going to break out? See, we had these tests lower that failed. We held the VWAP, held above the 200 here on ES. Seems it wants to break the highs. Target is fairly well below the pre-market highs up at 83. Probably would signal that this market wants to break out above the 71.75, the previous day's high, and head higher. That's what I'm gambling on. Same time, thinking if these sellers will just have one more sell. Not sure. So if that's at 71.75, perfect test, we'd probably need to get out at 71.50. Yeah, we'll do that. So if we can pick up the 71.50 here, suppose the original target was up at 77. If we do get filled on ES, what we'll do is we'll close our NQ position as well. Definitely seems like we would like to go higher here. This gain out early is not quite part of the plan. Am I trying to be too cool for school? You know what? If we target the 71.50s. Let's see. I need to think about this. Because it could be a hell of a move to hit my stop from where we are. Let's have a look at the daily chart here. Do look fairly strong in the NQ daily chart. Had this move up, but is it going to be a take profit day? With all this buying this week, doesn't feel like it. We're going to see a breakout. Are we going to see a breakout? If we do break out, 72, 5 points all the way up to 77 isn't really much, is it? But it is in the context of the volatility of the current market condition. The market is pretty slow. It's gone within its normal range or so. It's not unusually volatile. I don't think it is. Let's see, VIX is only at, let's see, what's VIX? VIX is only at 3%. It's not an unusually high VIX. Well. See, we're up at 51 there. You know what, just think, because if I was to take profit there, that would be messing up the whole risk reward. Decisions. Am I giving back 50% of the profit yesterday? Am I letting that play too much of a role here in my psyche? This just looks like it wants to break out. Well, if we get filled over here at 71.50, which it seems that we are going to, we'd be closing the NQ position. So now we wait. Thing is, on ES we went as high as 71, so 2 ticks away. Definitely seems like it wants to break out and go higher, but let's see. Definitely feels like it. I've had a test lower. Seems the market wants to do a full reversal. So on ES, we got 2 ticks away from that 71.50. I'm going to use ES as a guide here. Problem is ES is hanging around. Starting to think whether I should target 71.25. Opposed to 1 tick below the highs, 1 tick below the previous day's high. Definitely thinking about it. Definitely thinking about it. The thing about a 5-minute chart is it gives you a lot of time to think. You know what? If we get stopped out, then so be it. I have to be willing to accept the risk. Let's keep our target up at the 77s. Even though it's beyond the previous day's high. And a level that has shown itself to be resistance already today during regular trading hours. That's 71.75. Who knows, in time I may come to regret it. Just hoping that this isn't a bit of a double top lower high. Battery's low. Seeing as we're seeing gold break to the upside here. I wonder what that's about. Gold is starting to head towards the highs. Interesting. Are we going to test lower to convince the shorts that they're in charge? We're going higher. Well, this appears like it's going to test the highs. There's a 71. Who knows? The 71.50. So previously what I was thinking to do is target 71.50, take profit, get back in at 65.50. No longer going to do that. Going to stick with the original plan and try to get the 77s. YM. Let's see. YM looks like it's about to set up. Not a fan. It seems a little bit difficult. See, he just hit 52 on YM. Don't like this structure here. Don't like it. NQ looks fairly strong here. Hoping that we break out with some strength. Quickly run towards the previous day high. Hopefully we can break it and follow through. It's quite a bit away actually. Target is quite a bit away. Previous day high is still going to be a resistance. Nice close near the highs. Up at the 70s. 70, 75. Essentially. There we go. Just hit that 71.50. So if that order was sitting there, would have been filled. There's a breakout. Let's see if we can sustain this breakout above the highs of 71.75, previous day's high. Okay, so we're seeing that move higher. Let's look at NQ. Previous day high sitting around 602.50s there. Around 602.50s. Hoping that we can sustain higher prices on the breakout to the upside. Don't want to see this break back inside here. Got 4 minutes to candle close, so still a long time to go. Yep, there we go, up to 73. $73.75. It's 2 points above the previous highs. About to test the, yep, looks like we're testing the previous day high. Just going to place an alert above that, up at 604. See, we're testing the previous day high there on NQ. Thought about taking profits, try to get back in 20 points lower, around the 80s, but decided to hold here, looking for that move up to the 626. Look at that, we've hit the previous day high perfectly, pulled back. Oh, that's not great, is it? We've got up to 74, now we're down to 72. We're up at 70. Still got 2 minutes 29 to go. Let's see, so this is a fairly good P&L considering the volatility on the day. Up at 70. Don't think I'm going to take the YM trade, even if it does set up. I don't like the way our price has moved here. I'm going to stick with just the ES and NQ for now. Nice, just made a new high there, tested the highs. Let's see. Seem that we're going to retest previous day high there on NQ. Just broke out above it. Hit the 604s. Looking for the 626s here. 74, 75. So 2 points away. We just hit 75 there. 58 seconds. 58 seconds. Up at the 85s here. Got 40 seconds to go. Let's see, we got as high as 608. I definitely feel 86 there, 88. Really pushing here. Hit 75, 25. 7 ticks. Okay. Thinking I should close a trade here before we pull back.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yeah, I'm just going to close the trades there before we pull back. Of course, we got the target up at the 626 here. And we've got the 77 here on. Then got 77 here. Who knows, this may prove to be the incorrect decision getting out early. Prices are going up to the 77. And then in Q, all the way up to the 26s. But I've seen this sort of thing before. The market pushes up and then it goes on to pull back. And you're on the wrong side. So, okay, so I pull back down to the previous day high, 602.50. Yeah, we could do that. 602.50. It's not part of the plan, but prices want to take profit and come down to that 602.50. Why not, right? This is definitely not coming down to the 71.75. So I'll have to manually enter this. If I get triggered in the order over here, I'll manually go long on ES. Original targets, so of course, will be the targets I'm looking at. So we'll see here. We'll see. Down to 607.50, so I've got about 5 points on NQ. Still doesn't want to get down to that 602.50 here. Definitely like to see a retest of the previous day's high, buy off the previous day's high, looking for that move up to the 626. Manually entering across ES, looking for that 77 here. Of course, if both instruments get to their original designated targets, up at 77 on ES and up at 626 on NQ, I would be closing, well, not getting in on ES and be getting out of that pending order on NQ. So we're looking at 602.50. Seems like we want to go all the way down there, but okay. So because I've been triggered in the NQ position, I'm now long in the ES position. Looking to target 77s. The original target. Seems I'm about to get there. Seems I'm about to get to the original target here on ES pretty quickly. Up at the 77s. So 2 ticks away at 76.50, 1 tick away at 76.75. So close. Should get it. There we go.
Target filled.
Target got filled there. NQ. Oh, I didn't adjust my target. Get down to 26. Hold on. Was it to 26? Hold up a second here. Was it that green line? I'm not sure. No, it was 16. Oh my gosh, I need to figure that out. Yeah, it's at 26. Oh goodness me, it's at 26. Hold on a second here. Need to figure this out. How much did we get in by? So we're in at 0.50. We got at 0.8, so that's 6. So we could bring this down to 20. Could bring it down to 620 and we'll get to still get the same P&L. You know what, let's stick with the original target. Original target was all the way up at 626. Yep, 626.25. 626.25. Currently realized 91. We are in on this pullback. Oh, it's actually not 626.25, it's 626. Let's stick with the original target, 626. 85.25, 48. Yeah, let's stick with the original target here. It'd be crazy if I allowed the market to get all the way down here. Absolutely crazy. It certainly makes you think, doesn't it? Realized 91. So from 02 up to 26. Looking at about, it's less than 24 points because I got in at 02.50. So it's definitely less than 24 points. That should bring us up to, okay, that's interesting. Definitely bring us above that 100 here. We'll stick with the original plan. Gold. Let's see, there was a gold setup here. I'm just so locked in on ES and NQ that it's not even paying attention to gold, to be honest. And gold, let's see what we're looking to target here on gold. 36.5, 36.4. 36.4. That's a target there. NQ, a trade I'm not going to take. $8.16 on YM. So we're looking at 8.16. That's a target on YM. Not taking a trade there, of course. Well, I'm just doing this for documenting purposes. You see we're up at 100 now. Added 9. Well, about 8, essentially. Hoping that we can see this continue. Hoping we see a breakout above this bearish candle. Quick move up towards that 26 here. Let's have a look. There should be anything. We've got these highs up here, but that's well beyond my target. My target's here. So I'd think there would still be room to the upside. Yeah, there should be room. Let's see. Anything can happen. This market could turn around, come down to my stop. Don't think I'd hold all the way. I think I'd panic out. Maybe flat on the day, but I think I'd panic out. I don't think I would. I were willing to hold all the way down. So we're at 17. Goodness me, that's 9 points away. When you've got a target, every single tick, every single pullback feels like it's the end of the world. Certainly feels like the end of the world, but trying to stay calm here. Makes you think, doesn't it? So we're about 17.75, 18, so about 8 points away. Thing is, sometimes 20s act like resistance areas on NQ. Fairly strong close there. What about the 18s? With the level of volatility we're seeing, unless we pull back, 26 should be within focus. The problem is we've got ES hanging around our previous target here. We've got this level here, but I'm hoping that NQ can diverge to the upside here. Goodness me. Every single pullback. Let's see, we've got up to, what was our high there? 20. Did say the 20s can sometimes act as a bit of a resistance. So we're currently retesting the previous day's high. After testing it and going higher, retesting it again. Decision time. Do we stick with the plan? You know what? ES looks a lot weaker as well. Look at that. Look at that. I'm trying to not let recency bias play too much of a role in my thinking and actions. Not because the market is suddenly going down, all of a sudden the trade isn't a good trade. But at the same time, we were up 69, realized yesterday we ended up giving back half of it, and we're currently up 91, almost 92. Definitely wouldn't want to give all of it back and end up negative on the day. So we've got 85.50, so the risk reward is pretty bad there. Risking essentially more than 2 to get 1. It's not great. At the same time, I don't want to strangle the trade. I want to give it the room to work. Moving my stop here is more thinking about fear of loss, really. Because I've realized profits, which I shouldn't have, so It's not as if I'm losing the whole 117. Because in reality, I should still be in the original position that I've closed for plus 61.25. So with the realization of 91, we are actually up more than the volatility should say, to be honest, because the current day's range is still only 235 points. And to think that we've almost got 50% of the daily range in realized P&L, a bit more than, almost, not quite, but pretty close. I usually judge myself by normally 20% of the day's range. I usually consider that very good. And what I mean by that is whatever I do across all instruments, 20% of the range on NQ. I use NQ as a reference. See, this is not what we want to see here. This candle's problematic. Ideally, I would need this candle to break the highs and sustain higher prices. Because this candle could just be a reversal candle. Do I want to hold for a pullback, or do I just simply get out? And let's have a look. I need to assess this. We've retested the previous day's high down at the 0250s. Tested it again. Tested it 3 times actually. There is no more reasons to test this 60250s. What I need now is an extension. Force these bears out the way. That's what I need. I need us to get up to that 621. Get to 621. If you were bearish in here, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Probably could see a quick move up to the 30s. You never know. They may just hang around there and dump the market again. Let's see, I've set an alert at 621, so once we get there, got 19 there. We'll see. It's got 20, 20, 50, 75. Yeah, we just hit 621. Okay, looking for that quick move up to the 626s here. I want to see those bears step out of the way. Bulls take control. Drive us up to at least that 25. Still hanging around at 621. Just hit 22. Don't want to see the bears here. Bears have been problematic. Let's see. You know what? It's not part of the plan, but 24, 24.50. My word, that was pretty close. How close was that? Got to 25.50. Are you serious? 2 ticks away? Come on, just go and get the 26. Come on, it's only 2 ticks. What's 2 ticks amongst friends, right? There we go. 75, 1 tick. For the love of 1 tick. 2 ticks again.
Target build.
Fantastic. So we've picked up 23.5 there on that second trade. 115,189. So we're still looking for gold to get up towards that 36.4. YM to get up to 816. RTY is far too problematic today. This pullback pretty much ended my interest in RTY when I got to the charts. After seeing it pull so far back off the highs on the opening push, we couldn't get towards the original target, so we would have needed re-entries, but this is too deep of a pullback. So let's go back to NQ here. We did say a break at 21. We're looking for that move to the 30s. Actually, let me set an alert, because I'm going to set an alert at 30.50 and let's see. Let's see if we can get up there. Pretty close at 28. Who knows, maybe we won't get there. Won't be taking any more trades. So we had a pretty decent close there, closing at 27. So move up to 30 is only 3 points away, but we did close a little bit off the highs on the close of the candle. We closed a little bit off the highs there. So sellers came in near the time close of the candle. We see momentum from them at the moment. They were to drive the candle down to close away from its highs. We're seeing them push through a little bit here. Let's see. Broadcast is less than an hour. I think I'm going to walk away with 115. We've got a market with a daily range currently of 235 points. I've picked up 115. I'm very happy with that. So we've got to 29.25. That's a high. So we did say the 21 break, looking for that move up to the 30. There is, let's just have a look. Let's look to our left. Yeah, there still is some room there. There we go, up to the 30s. 30.50 just got hit, just got the alert. So I think that's it for me today. I'm not going to wait for the gold to get to my desired target there. And YM, let's see, YM still got a fair bit to go towards 816. Again, not going to wait for that. RTY, horrible chart to look at. Seeing ES push here, got a pre-market highs all the way up here, so still some room for it to head to the upside. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Good luck trading and have a great day.